Hey guys, welcome to the Burr GNCC. This is Ryder Sigety.
And this is Ryder's dad, Mike. Thanks for watching.
So in Ohio, which is where the race was, it can be really slippery in the mud sometimes, like extremely slippery Ohio mud. And we were thankful that it wasn't that muddy this time and it wasn't raining during or really before the race that much, but we did get a lot of rain Thursday night, but it wasn't that bad.
Yeah. Sorry if you see a lot of the helmet chin area. We experimented with a new mount and it worked great in testing but didn't work so great in the race. That's why the video's choppy. We try to edit out all the chin shots except for the start. Well, I can't believe how many people were just at the start there. That's a lot.
Yeah, there was a ton of people, like spectators.
Yeah, and I think a little later in the video there's not as much helmet, but in the beginning you wanted to leave the start. And there's the kid that you've been battling with, and you guys go back and forth quite a bit on the first lap, right?
Yeah, that's Brody Amos. Him and I were battling a little bit on the first lap, but he started to pull away after that. This race doesn't have that much parking, so we ended up actually having to park outside of the gate. We were so far, we were like a mile away from the start.
Literally a mile, not like literally 9/10 of a mile. Matter of fact, some people were bringing gas to the start. We were so far out that we wanted to make sure we had enough gas for the race. And that's because it did rain on Thursday and the pits are all on the side of a hill. So no matter where you park, you're either in a valley in the mud or on the side of a hill that you couldn't get out of. They were towing people in left and right, but it dried up really good. Really good, I was surprised.
Yeah, it definitely did.
So another cool thing about the pits, about the GNCCs, is the pits are so professional and there's so many booths from manufacturers. And one of our favorite booths there, besides the Factory Connection booth and the Ampro booth, oh man, that looks muddy there, huh?
Yeah,
was that Brody on the right that you
That's Brody on the right, yeah.
Yeah. Was the Scott Goggle booth. Oh, this was a good spot right here.
Yeah, Brody was trying to decide a little bit between whether he was going to go on the log or not on the log, and I ended up just going straight to the left of the log and passing him. So, to continue what he was saying, my dad, we really love the Scott Goggles and the Factory Connection and everybody being there because we need any help where they can also assist other people on their products. Right here, you probably hear me talking. I was really scared because that was like one of those slippery sections, and I didn't want to like slide off the hill or anything, or slide out and just lose a lot of time.
It was really slick. It's so hard to tell how slick it is from the video. But back to the vendors, yeah, like if you want to get your suspension done, you just give them your suspension. You pick it up later in the day. They valve it. They can service it. They can do whatever you want right there at the races. If you have any goggle issues, you go there. Lenses, whatever it is, they got everything set up for you. Very, very professional stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
So Ryder's race starts at 8 o'clock in the morning, which is early, but if you think about how early you got to get up, and you got to get to the starting line by 7:30, or if you want to get a good starting position, like it's a really early start. And what was the temperature supposed to be at 8 o'clock in the morning?
I think it was supposed to be 54 degrees, maybe?
Actually, 45 is the real feel. But it didn't feel that bad when we were there.
No, it definitely wasn't. We tried a new pair of like winter gloves, and they were a little bit too warm. I shouldn't have worn them.
Yeah, you got blisters.
Yeah. So far this year, we've been pretty lucky. We haven't had any real rainy races yet. Like, everyone hears the story of those GNCCs where there's only like 10 people that finish and it's really, really muddy and kids are falling every corner. But this year, we haven't had any of those, thankfully.
Yeah, it's not even 10 people finish. It's like 10 people can do one lap. Like some of these hills are like brutal in the dry or a little bit. Ooh, that was a bad fall. Brutal just in the dry. So yeah, we've been really lucky because how many local events have we done in the pouring rain, total mud fest from beginning to end?
So many, but thankfully not in the GNCCs.
Yeah. Who's that now in front of you?
That is Mason Rayner. So him and I were battling for a little bit. It was really fun to battle with him because I know he's really fast.
I think you guys went at it for like 2 laps.
Yeah, it was a good 2 laps, definitely. Back and forth. We kept making mistakes, but then one would pass the other. It was fun though.
Yeah. So I don't know if you know how to subscribe to a video or how it works, but there's a little button on the right, like a red button, right, Ryder?
Yeah.
This is subscribe, and then there's a notify button. And if you subscribe, what happens is when you go to YouTube, it kind of lets you know, like, hey, Ryder Sigety posted a new video. And if you notify, like, I guess you get an email or, oh, what happened here? Oh,
yeah,
this is bad.
I felt bad for this kid. I saw him in the rut, and I should have tried to get out of the rut. But when I went to lift up my front tire to lift it out of the rut, I decided that I wasn't going to because he would probably get out of the rut soon. And I ended up just dropping it back down, but I hit into the kid, and he ended up stalling his bike again. And then once he finally got it started, Mason Rayner and another kid I was battling with caught right back up to me.
Oh yeah, so now I know how the subscribe works. When you subscribe and you go to YouTube, it comes up as like a suggestion. But when you choose notify, when you go to YouTube, it pops up, right? And it says, hey, Ryder posted a new video versus being a suggestion, all right? So you don't get bombarded with emails.
Nope.
So I think if you, who was that?
That was, what's his name? Mason Rayner. That was just one of the times that we went back and forth.
So I think if you get to 1,000 subscribers, which you got a ways to go, you can actually maybe make a little money for the amount of views, because you can't make anything until you get 1,000.
Yeah.
So it helps us out a little bit, and it shouldn't hurt you. You don't get spammed or anything like that.
Yeah, it definitely helped us out.
Also, we got a bunch of sponsors listed in the bottom of the description of the race, and many of them are very happy to give support to people who are avid riders and racers. And if you need some help getting the deal, let me know and I can introduce you to someone. Hey, thanks a lot for watching Ryder's video. He works hard on it. Hope you like it.
Yeah, thank you so much. I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye.
Brody got by me and I passed Ethan. Brody and I battled for a little bit, started making some mistakes, and he got away from me, and the gap just kind of got on each lap. Mason passed me like third lap maybe, and we kind of went back and forth from then on.
All right. In the whole scheme of the season, where does this ride rank for you?
It was okay. It was good on the podium. It wasn't too good in the stick.
I gotcha. So, second place, you got a lot of people you'd like to thank?
Yeah. I'm gonna follow me.